Yo, it's good. It's Chosen NC, and I'm back with another video. And this video is just gonna flow. I'm not making this video with a specific message, but just to really just relay a message from my soul, a message from my heart, and to just give you what you need. So if this video finds you, it's truly for you. I just want to say that. Have you ever wondered that you have became everything that you have dreamt of? All of your dreams from childhood, all of your dreams from right now, you are actively embodying the person that you have always wanted to be. You are actively living in your dreams. Have you ever noticed that? Because it's such a beautiful thing. You have became the very essence of everything that you have ever desired within your life. And I just want to say that it's time for you to just appreciate yourself, celebrate yourself, and just love yourself because it is. Love yourself for being yourself. Don't love yourself just because of the actions that you do, because of the habits that you place within this world, because of what you do on a day-to-day basis. No, you have to love yourself because of your presence. Love yourself because of the being that you are. Love yourself because of the energy that you possess. Love yourself for just being the soul that you are, because a soul like you is so rare within this world. There's no one exactly like you. You are your own person, and you have your own artistic, creative expression within life, and you are tapping into that at the ultimate level. You are tapping it into the infinite, eternal level, and you are displaying this into the world, and you just got to celebrate yourself. You got to be proud of yourself, and ultimately just look back at all of your memories, look back at all of your childhood photos, all of your childhood pictures, and just think of the person that you are today, and think how would the person that you were as a child look at who you are today. Would they be proud of you? And yes, they would absolutely be proud of you, because you are everything that you have ever wanted within your life. You got to understand that you are the greatest reward within this life. I know that we can look for things outside of our life to change for us, our different circumstances, different situations, to have more of everything, just to be living in abundance. But we are the abundance that we seek within our life. Abundance has never been separate from any one of us, because we are the generator of our abundance. We have always been the abundant source within our life, and we have been the greatest reward within this universe. You got to understand that just from you being you, from you making all the decisions that you do, and just for you just spreading your energy, just waking up each and every day and waking up with a smile on your face, waking up and just loving through the hard moments, loving and loving yourself and having grace with yourself through the hard moments. That is more than enough. That is more than enough for you to celebrate yourself. That is more than enough for you to be real with yourself and have conversations with yourself, and to say that you are doing a good job. You got to really just give yourself a pat on the back, because you have made it so far within your life. I know there's been some moments within your life where you felt like, damn, how do I get past this? Like, you constantly were overthinking of how you were going to get past this situation, how you were just going to overcome all the obstacles within your life. And look at you now. You are free from these obstacles. You are free from these challenges. And not to say that no more problems will arise within the future, but you have made it so far, and it's only time that we acknowledge that where we are is exactly where we need to be. You got to love exactly where you need to be, because exactly where you need to be is divinely orchestrated. You are sent here to be in this exact moment, so you can receive the blessings of being in this present moment, so you can receive the blessings of being yourself. To be able to be yourself and be like no one else, that's just truly a blessing within this world. And that's such a rare gift, because one of the most simplest things is something that people don't often possess within this world. And that's really one of the stabilizers and also the foundations of life: self-love. A lot of people talk about self-love, but they don't actually love themselves, because they have never been taught how to love themselves. They have never taught themselves and sat with themselves and understood themselves. But you have done that. Since a child, you have always been by yourself. You have always been just loving yourself, just pouring into yourself. And while you may have been distracted on this route with self-love, you have always came back to yourself. And it's not really a distraction. It may be a leadway into a higher alignment within yourself, to higher evolve yourself into who you need to be for that exact moment, to be who you needed to be within those experiences within your life, and to learn and ultimately remember the true essence of yourself. We got to stop thinking that life has to show us one way of living. Life has to come to us in one way of living, and understand that through our artistic expressions, through who we are, and just by us being us, we can create a life that is truly for us. You don't necessarily have to conform to any societal expectations, or conform to anything below yourself, or settle into anything below yourself, because that's you shrinking the essence of who you are. That's you not being true to your soul. And you have never done this within your life. There's been some moments where you may have doubted your path, you were uncertain about your path, but it all came with clarity. It all came with clarity. And right there in that moment, you may not have understood, but right now you understand your path. Right now you are walking your path relentlessly, and no one is going to steer you off your path, not even yourself. You know, you have let go of those self-sabotaging moments, and while these thoughts may reoccur once in a blue moon every so while, you got to understand that it does not dictate who you are no more. It does not lead you to making decisions that will ultimately affect you and lead you off your path, because you can't be taken off your path. This is a golden road that only you walk, and only you walk because it's designed for you. It is a golden road because it was lit with the highest illumination of life. You are illuminating your life in the highest frequency, in the highest essence, and in the highest frequency of love. And that's why this path is golden, and it's only for you to walk, because not everyone can walk this path. Not everyone has the talents, not everyone has the skills, not everyone has the wisdom, the knowledge, and ultimately the remembrance of who they are to walk this path. But you do. And that's what makes this experience so special, because when we take untraditional routes within our life, other people may question us, because we're stepping away from the system. We're stepping away from new paradigms within our life. And once you take that step, everything is revealed to you. And I just wonder if you notice that you are everything that you have asked for, everything that you have been seeking within others, everything that you have been wanting within others, you have found it within yourself, and you have given it to yourself. So it's all about to be given back to you in the best way possible. Everything that you have ever wanted within your life, because of who you are and just because of the frequency that you vibe on, is going to be shown back to you, and your light is going to be radiated back to yourself. You are going to be reflective with the very essence of your life, the very essence of your creation, and the very essence of everything that you have put forward within your life. You can't constantly just think that you are giving for no reason. You are giving because something is being reciprocated back to you. And while it may not be present within this physical appearance of life right now, is happening in the unseen. You gotta understand that everything is always being divinely orchestrated. Even from me making this video right now, something had to occur for me to make this video. And everything is being divinely orchestrated for you to get what it truly is, for you to receive what it truly is, and for you to receive yourself. You gotta understand that you are not receiving anything outside of yourself. You are receiving the very essence of yourself, because we can only manifest, we can only get and receive what we are truly vibrating on, and the frequency that we arise on. So you gotta understand that your life is beautiful. Your life is the very essence of everything that you have ever wanted, and you don't have to go seeking for anything outside of yourself. You never had to, because all the gifts, it all lied within us. And you were made for destiny. You were not made for fear. You are not made to be stirred off your path. You were made for destiny, and your destiny is being completed. Your destiny is being aligned and walked on each and every single step of the day. This is your life to live. And if you keep taking a backseat within your life, you will never be able to live the life that is truly for you. You got to understand that although this experience is temporary, it is everything that we make it. We are the creators of this world, and we can create and live in the universe, live in the reality that we all desire. But it all comes with our alignment within this. It all comes with how truly we see ourselves, and it's about feeling it before you can see it. Seeing it within your mind before you can see it within the physical sense of life. Stop letting this world just limit you of what you can receive within your life. Just because you don't see it in a physical sense of your life, it doesn't mean that it isn't coming, because what's for you will always be for you. What's for you will always be for you, because it can never lose you, because you have already chose this before you have embarked on this life. You got to understand that you are the greatest book ever created. And I said this in my last book, and you are the author of this book, and you are reading your own book. Each and every decision that you are making, you are reading your own book. You are reading how you exactly embarked on this mission, how you embarked on this experience within your life, and how it overall led to all aspects of your life. This is so much bigger than yourself, because it's for the better of the collective. It's for the better of the universe, you know. And just by you embodying and activating all of your gifts and truly just becoming the best version of yourself is ultimately activating it within others. You know, you are inspiring others. You are becoming a beacon of light within your community to really shine the light and really just spread the light and spread the love towards others, enlightening and igniting their own light within. So you gotta understand that you are doing a beautiful job within your life, and you gotta celebrate yourself because you are everything that you have ever wanted. And this is why I say I wonder if you have really noticed that you are everything that you have been asking for since you were a child. You are all of your desires. You are the transformation. You are the blessing. You are the change within your life. You are everything that you need to be. You are more than enough, and I love you. And if this video found you, it was truly for you. Peace.